20 East Media Network. The Truth Zone. Deep Truth TV. Deep Truth TV. Eve James Podcast. The Truth Zone. East Media Network. The Truth Zone. Deep Truth TV. Eve James Podcast. East Media Network. East Media Network.
Well, people tuning in. It is my sports. It's a almost silent day. Yeah, when I do go on, I use other people on, and I don't have it's kind of doing this, bringing different topics that we need to the forefront that we need to know as a community, as we need to know as an individual. I know, I know. We got to. Good morning, Sharonda. We know our rights. We got to know it, because if we don't, we're gonna be we're gonna be lost in. And the thing don't know that's on on the book, how we gonna be able to maneuver. We're not doing. See, we need to listen to what Kanye says, and they can buy the way out of shit. Although some of the stuff they be saying probably be true, what real. Going for the shit they going through be going on for a long time. I'm not worried about the shit they go through. I'm worried about the shit that goes on in my community. And these celebrity players, NFL players, rappers, singers, actors, actresses, models, everybody else out there, start the community, start coming to see us down in our community. Not because they want publicity for it. Not because of the community. They care about where they came from. See, that's where we're mistaken that. Some of these folks are damn about us out here in this world. I'm don't give a damn about us being in a situation that we found. See, these that got money, our men and sister, brothers and sisters that got money, yeah, keep their wealth. When are they going to start putting the wealth back in the community? Really help our kids get educated on the real history of our history. See, if you don't know your rights, if you don't know the laws that's on the books or not on the that's going to know how you're going to know how to. You're not. And I look at it like, oh well, I'm still up here. Get his butt out of here. Everybody try to interrupt something that's going on that's good. Why? Stagnate. Why everybody? We talk about LeBron, Kyrie, Kanye, all them folk does. They does it because, hey, they got money. Maybe some of the things they say is right. But right don't make no wrong when you in the community. Do it because you want to do it, not because it was a publicity, because your sports person tell you to do it, or because your person said the image look good. I don't care who feelings I'm hurting right now. I'm speaking the truth, I'm speaking the heart, and I speak my mind. Way too often, they come Thanksgiving, okay, to give away turkey, okay. Oh, they can make gifts to kids during this holiday. But what are the rest of the other 10 months of the year? What are they the rest of the 10 months of the year? You don't need. So I don't care who feelings are hurt. I don't give a damn what the rest of these stars do. I don't care about their damn opinion. Start in the community, I guess a damn. Yeah, he can these stars can go out here and do he ain't nothing get spotlight on them. Hell, that's not putting the spotlight on youth that our youth that are going through stuff, our hopelessness that's going through stuff, our single mother that struggling to make ends meet, our families that been lost, that way to go. Until they start doing that, I will acknowledge them. I did a good job. But until then, guess what? I don't. If you don't see, I don't pay you. Yeah, although these superstars say this and said, and they tell me they know they damn way they got their own mind. See, there's somebody else pulling their damn string. And they pay them that money. Yeah, I think they pulled the contract for Kanye. Yeah. But some of the stuff he was saying was true. Some of the stuff was ridiculous. See, he still got other avenues that pay. I want him to say. I don't know how much money I have. Ain't nobody gonna make me say something I don't believe. They can have that money. They can get rid of me if they want to. Because I gotta stay true to myself. See, some of these celebs, some of these big stars forget where they came from. How they had to struggle, how their mom had to struggle that to get them to where they got. They see the other fellas do the same thing, struggling to try to make ends meet. And I hear them say, I don't want my mom had to, mom or dad, they had to go through that again. Want them comfortable in their older life, in their future life. Yes, but that's still struggling. Respect, scope of your lady. What about these other families that sit in these communities that don't make? What about the community the city council want to tear down that you used to play or for sports? What you gonna do about them? That's what I'm talking about, giving back to your community. Not just doing the things so you be seen. See, nobody wants to talk about this. Nobody wants to acknowledge this. Nobody wants to call out. Everybody want to call out, oh, say, people want to say these stars said the right thing. Yeah, they said the thing, the right thing. See, doing and saying is two different things. Oh, I already know I'm making somebody mad. I don't care. See it and doing is two different things. You saying one thing, but I haven't seen you from January. No, let me show you from February to September in the community. I ain't seen you. Yeah, you give away it. See, let me go with athletes. Let me go with athletes. For the city they play in, they do that in the city they play in. But what about the city you're from, that you grew up in? What about that town? Do you get back to them? Okay. Let's get this party started on the laws right here. Okay. Okay. This year. This is identified states, right? As you can see, the ones in the red is stop at identified states. This is of this year. And the ones in blue is not stopping identified states. Okay, let's continue. First, you got to know what stop and identify is. First, you got to know what stop and frisk is. Stop and frisk is one of the most controversial police tactics which exists today. It's crazy, but the same legal procedure that allows to stop and frisk allows all what are known as stop and identify statute. See, okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Respect works at AP, respect. Respect rider. Respect. See, and the thing is, we don't know this, how we're gonna progress. See, like I said, these folks that got money, they don't really care about this. We want got to know about this. Us common folks, we the one got to know about this. See, we got to know about this. What the hell they got to lose? It's a whole bunch of money. We the one got to know this. See, the study found that 28 should be considered stop and identified states. However, we found that at least 32 states have stopped and identified statutes, 4 of which are very limited in scope. These statutes come in 4 core types. We identified 5 states which were not included in any previous list of stop and identified state. Finally, we found 1 state which should no longer be considered a stop and identified state. What is stop and identify statute? Y'all want to know, okay? Here we go. In order to come up with a definition for stop and identify statute, we look at 4 cases which have shaped and defined the stop and identify law we now have today. 1, a law that allows officers to require your ID without reason. A stop and identify statute is not in any state a statute which allows officers to demand someone identify themselves without probable cause, reasonable suspicion, or lawful arrest or detainment, which a statute or action would be unconstitutional. See, I'm bringing the fact. Number 2, the temporary stop or the stop and frisk. Although some stop and frisk statute also include stop and identify clauses, they are not the same thing. A temporary stop or stop and frisk can be conducted in any state where officers suspect that illegal. Listen to this word, illegal activity is occurring or is about to occur, and he, for one reason or another, suspect that he may be in danger, which I find a lot of bullshit by the officer anyway. That's just my opinion. I don't know how y'all feel. Stop identify statute like stop and frisk steal from the same case, but are 2 separate things. So while we want to ensure that law enforcement is able to investigate when investigating is necessary, we also have to be aware that these types of investigations are carried out in a manner that disproportionately affect people of color and people living in poor neighborhood. What is more concerning, however, is that the public is generally only aware of these types of stops when they result in an arrest. We got to learn this. I'm bringing this today. I know it's sports day, whatever. I don't care right now. We got to learn this. Only time we hear this about when an arrest been made. But how many times have you been on the street, somebody stopped you and said, police stopped you, and you did nothing wrong? Want to know who you are, where you live at, and what you're doing, where you're going, where you been. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. After providing the information, allow reasonable time for the officer to check it. A person should ask if they are free to leave. If so, they should leave. If they are told they are not free to leave, ask if they are under arrest. If they are told that they are under arrest or being detained, they should stay, but invoke the right to remain silent and to an attorney. See, That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. We got to know how to keep our mouth closed. We got to learn stop anything else. See, if we don't, we're gonna get ran over. If we don't start listening to our intuition, see, these stop and identify states. One, yeah, they can stop and ask you to identify yourself. But guess what? They gotta have reasonable cause to ask you for what your ID is, who you are, where you live, whatever. They gotta have proper cause that you committed a crime or going to commit a crime. Or you might look like somebody, yeah, and all that thing. But them the three things, that's the things you got to know. So if they don't have no proper call to stop you, whatever. Oh well, guess what? It is what it is. So my thing is, if you get caught in a situation, in a very how you gonna get out of it? How you gonna get out of it? Okay, I'm teaching this morning. School today. We're in school today. Okay. We can a police ask for your ID? Find out about stop and identify law. In the United States, you are not obligated to carry identification papers with you at all times. Think about it. This is what I just said. In the United States, you are not obligated to carry identification papers with you at all times. The only time you have to carry your ID is when you are driving a vehicle or when you are a passenger on a commercial airline. The Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution prohibits unreasonable search and seizure and requires a warrant to be judicially sanctioned. See, how many people knew about that right there? Okay, we don't have to carry no papers. Okay, nonetheless, Terry versus Ohio, 1968, established that it is constitutionally permissible for the police to temporarily retain a person based on reasonable suspicion. Listen to that, not just suspicion alone, reasonable. That reasonable means if it makes sense. If the stop makes sense, that's reasonable suspicion. See, as a melanated man and as a melanated sister, melanated man out there, we always under suspicion when we walk out the door. Always, no matter where we go. Go to a store, there's somebody always following you around, think you're gonna steal something. Okay. That a crime, see, it said reasonable suspicion that a crime had been committed and to conduct a search for weapons based on reasonable belief that the person is on. From the Hembra Judicial Court of Nevada, 2004, confirmed that the name disclosure did not violate the Fourth Amendment. The court did not rule on whether a particular identification card could be required. Identify statute or laws that authorize the police to request people to identify themselves and arrest them if they refuse. The police prerogatives vary from state to state. They can ask name, address in some states, sometimes the intended destination, the date of birth, even a written identification. In order to stop you, the officer must have a reasonable suspicion that a crime has been committed or is about to be committed. Keep in mind that failure to respond is a violation in many states with stop and identify statute and may result in a arrest. See, nobody want to hear the truth like this right here. See, I guess a damn what them stars, the basketball players do what they do their life, what they talking about. How many know these laws? You're right, now. It's too much wicked stuff. Yeah, they give money, they give toys, they give whatever they want to. But when they get you the knowledge of knowing your rights, when they started to teach you to know your rights, do they know their own rights? Do they know their own rights? See, everybody want that foolery, that fuckery, that BS that goes on. Everybody, these people that want to start this beef with somebody, they don't want to learn no lessons. They don't want to learn no lesson. Because what I'm teaching right now, we in school, we in class. And still, Scorpio lady, it's still a drug. You want to look at it, think about it. Some of these start coming out talking out the side of their head. Some of them make sense, some of them don't make sense. Some that make sense, sometimes they make sense in the same instant they don't make no sense. Who's had who's had the money got power? Who got the power? Usually the one that got the money. Both go hand in hand. These people are never perfect puppets. See, I don't care how big I get, how much money I make. I'm not gonna be a perfect puppet. I go back to where I used to be. Put this way, I run around in the streets for I let people tarnish my value of what I'm speaking about. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what else we're going with this. Let's see what else we're going with this. If the officer then apparently the best way to verify if the officer had a valid reason to stop you is to come as, am I free to go? If the answer is yes, just slowly walk away without having to answer any question. Okay, let's take a look at that again. The best way to verify if the officer have a valid reason to stop you is come as, am I free to go? Okay. I'm gonna ask y'all this right here. The ones that watch. How many times have you been stopped by the officer, walking, whatever, and he asked for your ID, and you want to, if you ask him, I'm free to go, being a melanated brother and sister, you think he gonna let us just walk? How many times have we seen our melanated brothers and sisters do nothing and ask, are they free to go, but still get detained because of somebody ego? See, that stuff don't work with us. That stuff do not work with us. Okay. Let's keep going. If the officer did apparently have a reasonable reason to stop you, and you identify you should consider consulting experienced criminal attorney. See, what the thing is, anything a police officer stops you for, he could consider reasonable, but you don't have to consider reasonable. See, cause what Ryder, Nate, Scorpio Lady, Wax AP, and who else came up in here? Wanda Williams, consider reasonable, and I consider reasonable. we might disagree with what reasonable is. It is a sad world. I'm bringing the truth. It's a very sad world. We don't know some people. I guarantee you, if you go ask some of these melanated superstars that all fancy whatever on the TV and talk about this, talk about that, go ask them, do they know the laws? Do they know their rights? How many of y'all think some of these stars like Kanye, Kyrie, Dwayne Wade, let's see who else, Denzel, I'm thinking about Will Smith. Anybody in our melanated stars, singers, actors, actresses, athlete, how many think? Do you think these folks know their rights? They could teach it to somebody? Let me get a yes. Let me get a one and a finger you think they can. Or give me a two if you think they can. No, give me a two if you think they can't. You think that these stars, these folks with money, even the ones that's not popular, that's not in the spotlight. I'm talking about the rappers, the singers, the actors, the actresses, the athletes. The one, I'm talking about them folks. They got the big money. You think they know their rights? You think they could teach us the rights or the laws of the state that we're from? If you think so, put a one in the put a one in the chat. If you don't think they can, the two in the chat. What I meant to say is, if you think, do you think they know their rights? Put a one in the chat if you think they know their rights, and put a two if you think they don't. Because you know what? I don't think they know their rights. Because why you need to know your rights when you got money and you got people to tell you what to do? You're right, Ryder. You're right. I know that. We know that. See, like I said, although these stars got what, although, put this way, I keep saying Kanye. Although Kanye said what he's saying, he's saying no, it wants to talk about nobody, whatever, you think nobody runs him. But guess what? Everybody in the music industry got a producer or somebody behind them pushing them. And guess what? The record label behind them pushing them. And there's always somebody behind the record label bigger than the record label telling them you better get this man out of control. See. You're not off topic, Ryder. You're not off topic. Yes, it does. It doesn't work in our favor sometimes. It doesn't work in our favor sometimes. It is irritating. But I found more irritating that we don't know these laws, that we don't know our rights. That these celebs that for our neighborhoods, leave the neighborhood, they come back, every once in a while. like I said, they come back, get publicity, give it out turkeys, whatever for the holidays, give it out toys, whatever for the holidays. But why for the rest of the year? How many superstars, actors, these big entertainers, whoever they are, in sports or music, or movies or TV, they got the money. Where are they at? When the community is going downhill, where they at? Speaking of for when women, our men and women and children go missing, where they at? See, don't just come around when the camera's on and during the last 2 months of the season of the year. Just don't come around just then try to be seen. And just don't do it in the area that you play ball in. Just don't do it in the area that you move to. See, do it in the area that you came from. That's what needed. Look at all these. I was just watching something with the on City of the City, right? Chattanooga, Tennessee. Was a boomer town. Was a boomer town. The blacks had everything. The Manila folks had everything in that town till they start venturing out. See what's going on with other things in the other world. And that went downhill. Yeah, giveaways a tax write-off. Yes, yeah. You think they do it because they want to? They have to? Do you think they do it from their heart? No, they look at that, hey, shoot, this tax write-off for me, more money they get. See, I'm sitting here, I'm on here by myself for almost an hour. We're not even at the hour mark. But I'm bringing some real stuff this morning. I want you to think about. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Well, if the information you ended up disclosing, that would be if you truly believe the officer improperly stopped you. More if the information you ended up disclosing to the officer lead to your arrest for a different matter, a lawyer will help you make sure that this information won't be able to be used against you. Sometimes the rigors or the law might play in your favor. See, think about it. Just think about what it says. That would, if you truly believe the officer improperly stopped you, if the police actually unlawfully stopped you for something else, and you gave him false information, and he found out that wasn't you. See, and the DA, whoever is going to prosecute the case, will find some kind of way to make it stick. But guess what? They can't use it against you, because guess what? That was an unlawful stop, unreasonable stop. That was an unlawful, unreasonable stop and identify. What crime did I commit? What crime was I going to commit? What crime did you see me commit? Don't put this up here. He just said a mouthful of thing. Hope it go. Just wait. Okay, it's going up. Just say these entities are rich hook, which slaves still hook on change, called contracts. You won't find them out there advocate for changes in the law. They know which master they serve. Let that sink in. Let this sink in. I'm gonna leave that out there for a minute. Let that sink in. You telling it all. It's gonna be like, okay. What you see you bring it out. See, in the book. See, like go back. Think about it. If you don't know the law, you're right. Yeah, you know how they want to act. Like I tell you before, they want to act hard, but they're not hard at all. See. Thing is, they want to use what you got. See, indeed, being the best for lauder, for example, because the definition of lauder is too vague. The definition of lauder is wandering about from place to place without a prayer, business, search that the person poses a threat to public safety. Definition they makes it hard to prove and also easy to contest. See, that's the thing. I would too. I will too. See, who believes that? See, the United States Constitution says we gotta keep it around. But that only if you're driving a car or flying on an airplane. Respect Asatar. So when everything comes down to it, yeah, I love the entertainment. I love the music. I love watching sports. Yeah, I love watching all of it. But guess what? I also love trying to get my community to unite with one another. Because I always said, when I do make it, guess what? When I do make money, whatever I make, whatever, if I do make it, so be it. When I do make it, so be it. But I'm always gonna be in a community where I came from. I'm gonna go back to where I came from. Hey, to help build it up. To show kids, hey, this is what you need to do. Here's the laws you got to follow. This is what you got to do. Learn the laws. See, and the thing is, they don't understand. They get that big money, they go on about their business, do what the puppet master say. If that what I got to do to be big, to do what the puppet master say do, I know the platform will be bigger, more exposure. I don't want it. So they ain't how I operate. Respect Queen Gut Truth eats. Respect. See, I don't want it. Because jumping through hoops of fire like a lion in a circus is not my cup of tea. See, I got my own mind, my own brain, my own sense of thought that we all should have. We were given our own mind to think for ourselves. But once you get under that so-called contract of that, what you call it? The entertainer still hooked on chain, rather saying that which is they're under contract, which the contract is their chain. But guess what? When their contract is up, they're still on the chain because they can't say what they want to say. See, if you can't say what you want to say, that is not freedom. If you're on a contract, you can't say what you want to say, no matter what. That's not freedom. You can't do what you want to do, say what you want to say, go where you want to go. That's not freedom. If somebody always coming up to you, stopping you, police officer saying, "Oh," and ask you a question, even a Karen, a black Karen, a melanated Karen, it don't matter what kind of Karen, what police officer, not police officer, they come ask you what you doing, where you going, how you doing, how you getting there, why you going there. See how I did that? They don't have no rights to do that. No civilian has the right to do that. They are not peace. See, they are not police. See, let's get this straight. Police officers are not police officers. They're peace officers. They're supposed to be peace officers. They're supposed to try to keep the peace. See? But we already know what the police sheriff they were made for anyway. We already know. We'll talk about that another day. But knowing your rights, stop and identify, stop and frisk. All the way these people can do that if only if they suspect you of committed a crime or going to commit a crime. Respect, Chris Winton, all respect. Is everybody feeling what I'm talking about right now? See, I'm not discouraged nobody to hear what the superstars say, these stars are saying. But sometimes you gotta sit back and think, what are they doing to help their own community, the medical community? See, and the thing is, we got to unite. We got to teach our youngest. We got to teach our oldest. We got to teach everybody about these laws. You're right. You're right, Ryder. You're right, Ryder. They are. Ryder said, okay, these cops are gangs. Remember the police first catch and the slave tried to escape from their master. Today they are just killing us, period. They're killing us if we right. They're killing us if we don't resist. They're killing us if we're wrong. They're killing us if we license to carry. They're killing us regardless. Running away and getting away with it. And then when the family sues this department, we're not defunding the police, are defunding their damn self. Don't get me started on that one. The police are defunding their damn self. Because guess what? We paying their picture. They get up, put on suspended with pay. Guess what? We paying them while they sit their ass at home. They get paid while they sit their ass at home while they investigate. They're like, sir, ain't nothing wrong. You're right, Ryder. You're right. We don't need to. We need to know. See, to stop and fish, it will make the melanated people. Because guess what? We will always be suspicious of a crime in their eyes. We will all be suspicious of a crime in their eyes. We walk out that door. We walk out that door every day, knowing if we're gonna make it back to the house, back home, or we're gonna get stopped. Every time I close up the store, and walk out the store, and I walk wherever I gotta go, and wonder if a police gonna stop me, start asking questions. And wonder, yeah, that did happen one time. Me and my friends, we were walking to the store, three of us. We were walking to the store, and we were walking back from the store. Then before I start learning about laws, he asked, "Oh, do y'all have an ID on you?" Now, that before I start studying this stuff. Now, 2008, 2009. And I didn't know better. I know that when he did nothing wrong, just to keep the peace, I gave my ID. Nothing. We walked on. But the thing is, the embarrassing thing about that is we know we didn't do nothing wrong. It was just three melanated men walking from the store like usual, and an asshole cop that had nothing better to do. Yes, I'm kind of pissed off. Yes, I've been pissed off. Yeah, I've been harboring this. I've been thinking about it. Every time I look at the news, turn the news on, seeing what happened to my melanated brothers and sisters that had did wrong by the hands of the police, and to see our melanated sister get treated like they get treated by the authority figure, so-called authority figure, pisses me off. So if that don't piss you off every time you turn the news, somebody got shot by the police. Guess what? The police, there are some good police officers. Don't get me wrong. They are a good sheriff, a good police officer. But when they don't stand up to the bad one and call them out, they make them just as guilty as the bad ones. Yes, I said it. I don't care who heard it, who heard it or don't like it. It's just like when I was in the military, I'm a vet. If I see somebody doing something wrong and I'm standing for it, guess what? If I didn't call it out, I'm just as bad as they are. See, right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care. Me and you've been knowing each other for 30, 40 years. I don't care. We know each other for 2 or 3 days. Guess what? I'll call your ass out if you're wrong. See, nobody want to hear this truth. Nobody want to hear the truth. It's sad, but it is true. We are. See, Chris would know. I understand that. But think about it, I'll tell you this right here. The bottom line is we as melanated men, yeah, we gotta do better with our sons. And we got to be given the opportunity to do that. But that son don't want nothing to do with the child. You can't force a man to do what he's supposed to be doing anyway, to do what he's supposed to be doing. You can't force him to do that. Just like a mother, that's single dad, raising their kids. You can't force a mother to do what she don't want to do. See, this is just part one. Part two will come tonight. Part two will come tonight. I gotta go check on mom. I love you. I love y'all. Thanks for supporting me. Thank y'all for supporting me. I love you. Yeah, because guess what? We're not teaching our kids ourselves the laws. Why not? Because we don't know them. Because we don't know the laws, the ones that are already on the books and the ones that are going to be on the books. How can we do it? Respect E. How can we teach our others, our community about the laws going on? That's why I say some of these celebrities that's out here running around, that our melanated brothers and sisters, they don't know. They might not know the laws or know your rights, but they don't need to right now. They got money. They do what the big head huncho behind them say do. Like I said, how many comes back to the community to give to their community like they're supposed to, like they should do, but won't do, but only come around the holidays for a tax write-off? How many would do it from their heart? How many does it from their heart and without hearing about it? You the thing about it, you can be given the skills, but do they want to use the skill, Chris? See, I can give you the skills all day long, but if you don't use the skills ain't gonna do you no damn good. It's just like I can play basketball, I can play football, I can play all the sports. But guess what? If somebody taught me how to do it, and I used them to play while I was playing, guess what? I used them. But I could teach somebody all day long how to do something and gave them the skills to do it. Perfect example. one of the associate, we had a Chris party one year. I showed him how to do something correctly, and he was doing it. And that December at that Christmas party, guess what? He got an employee of the month. I got an employee of the year. So I know showing people, giving them the skills to do stuff, it works. But here's another opposite of that. Another person, I showed the same way I taught how to do something. And I sat down and talked to him, gave him the skills. Guess what? They're not cutting it. See, you give people the skills, but the question is to give them the skills where they use them and can they use them correctly. See, I'm not the type that respect Big Trey. I expect you. This just me up here by myself, giving you the real. See, you can get skills all day long, but the skills that you give them, they learn. They got to want to use them. See, we got to learn how to do things. We got to learn how to do things that help us. We got to learn how to do things that make us feel good. We got to do things to make somebody else happy, that make us happy. We can give people the skills all they want to. After you give them the skills, what they're going to do? Are they going to use their skills? See, I'll give you the knowledge. I gave you an example of giving somebody skills, they're not using it. Yeah, I know they got to find their own way. But the thing is, we got to learn how to decipher from the real and the fake. Because guess what? If we don't, the law is going to eat us alive. We got to study this stuff. And we got to help each other study this stuff, learn about this, about the laws in these different states, what you in the city you in. Because the city law is different from the state law is different from the federal law. If we don't come together as what? Unite on one cause. So we got to learn how to be better people. We start with ourselves. You said Papa Will. I know he was, but I don't know what happened this morning. But it's crazy how we go as ordinary people. We can do wonders united together. See, we got to understand that we are more powerful together. Just like I said, you got a hand, got 4 fingers and a thumb. That's what we are like, melanated people, brothers, sisters, kings and queens. We like a hand. Individually, we are nothing. Individually, we are nothing. But close your hand and ball into a fist. Oh, mighty the fist is. How mighty the fist is. How mighty can we be if we all together as one, learning the same way, learning the same tools. Thank you, Big Trey. How can we got to get that mighty fist. We don't have that mighty fist. So my goal to conquer everything. So we got to learn how to control ourselves. We got to learn how ourselves are being. We need to learn how to become one, a unit. Teach each one teach one. Teach our kids, melanated kids, about the true history, about the true laws that's on the book is not on the book. We got to sit down with our youngers and say, hey, this right here, what it is. So who with me on that? Teaching everybody the laws of the state, of the county, of your city. To anybody that would listen. Especially to our young melanated people. So they can have the tools to accomplish what they need to accomplish. I teach my niece just every day a new law, and explain to her what this law means. Respect, cowgirl, mush. See, if we start sharing all our stuff to other people, we start teaching our younger. Yes, it started at the house, start at home. We start sharing our stuff with our young kids. It's all good. So we got to learn laws that's on the book and not on the book. And the ones that out there to stop the fish and all that stuff, knowing your rights is our right to know. And knowing your right is just half of the battle. You gotta implement it. You gotta teach your kids. You gotta teach everybody. But thank you everybody for coming out, supporting me. Like I said, I love each and every one of y'all for your support. Consider what happened last night. They still can't stop the message. They can't stop the message. They sure hell can't stop the messenger. Because the message has been put out there. Respect, Lucy. Respect, Lucy. I do it in my, because guess what? Every time you try to stop the message or the messenger, see, I'm the messenger with the truth. I'm the messenger with the brain set. I'm the messenger that they're gonna be all out there with the rights. Because I'm for this shit. I'm for this stuff that we should know. That we got to know, that we should carry around with us. Good morning, Chubbs, broadcast. Good. See, I don't care how people look at me. I don't care how people thinks of me, because guess what? I'm still gonna be me, because I'm gonna put out stuff that's you supposed to learn, that people need to know, that people should know. If you're not educated, see, you're not gonna get taught this in school. See, if you don't know the laws of your state, the federal laws of the city or the county, you have to learn them. I'm gonna make a challenge to each and everybody in the sound of my voice that's watching this live. They're gonna watch me play. Go look at your city, county, state, and federal law. See which law benefits you. See which law benefits you. That's a challenge. If you can find one law that benefits you in the federal, state, city, on the books, I like to hear about it. If you find and I guarantee you, there's some laws on the book that might benefit you, but guess what? You better look under that fine print of the law. See, I'm bringing there but the truth. Bringing there but the truth. This just, put it away. Oh, me speaking like this is just part one of it. I will be back later today. I'll be back with part two, because I'm not finished by a long shot. I'm not finished by a long shot. I thank you. I love you. Hope you see you later. And Nate, what time you going on? So really won't be bumping heads. What time you going on tonight, Nate? So really you won't be bumping the heads. Where they gonna see you at? You're not gonna hop on no panel, so they ain't gonna see you. But whatever time he going on, check him. Go check Nate out. Check me out later tonight. And you know I'm bringing the real. This was never straight raw. This was never straight raw content right here. Show you so fast. You haven't been on mine, ma'am. You haven't been on mine, ma'am. Couple days, don't be trying to door me. I said, you ain't been on my panel. When I ask for a woman point of view, no women shows up. I don't know, Papa Will. I don't know who. I don't know who going on at 5 o'clock Eastern time. I don't know. Like I said, I wanted you last night, but you didn't show up. It was supposed to be an all women panel. Nobody showed up on the panel. Everybody drop everybody a link in the chat before I get ready to get out of here. Go sub up to Nate. Go sub to Papa Will. Go sub to Amount of Black TV. Go sub up to EJ Podcast. Her main and her second channel goes to that. Sub up to Chubbs. Lucy. Who else? Who else got a channel? Go sub up to Big Trey's channel. And anybody else channel that I haven't mentioned, go sub up to them. Like I said, I'm about to get out of here. Look out for your notification when I go live next. Just like I said, this is part 1. I'm just getting started. I'm finna make somebody mad. I'm always done. When you do stuff like that, you always gonna make somebody mad. Like I said, this is part 1. Thanks to everybody. Love you. And see you a little later. I don't know what time. I will be back later. Thank you. Love you. Thank you for support.